Hey Taurus, guess what? I'm here for a bonus read. How are you? How are you, Bull Gang? I hope you're well. Thank you so much for clicking here. So I thought I would just show up and give you guys a bonus read. We haven't done it in a little bit, right? So just want to say thank you in all the ways that you love in this channel all the time. You're here, being loyal, always in the comments. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much for all the ways that you love me. I appreciate you so, so much. So in a bonus read, I do not read for the past energy. It's for the current and the future energy. And that's where I try and keep it onward and upward for 2025, right? We're looking at what's coming up forward. If it shows up in the past, I'm of course going to acknowledge it. That's my job. But we'll find out what's going on here. Let's find out what's going on for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Taurus, please. Tell me about Taurus. Taurus, if you're interested in joining this tribe, you can do that by clicking the subscription button in the bottom right-hand corner. We have a really large Taurus tribe here. So I'm a Taurus sister, and thanks for stopping in here. Let's find out what's going on. This bonus read, Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. We start with the Nine of Swords. What do you got on your mind here? Something here that you're a little bit worried about. Tell me what's going on here, Taurus. What's going on here? Oh, there's some decisions that are coming up here. It feels like you're overwhelmed with something, like you're overwhelmed emotionally with something here, and it keeps you up at night. Or if it doesn't keep you up at night, I think you're losing sleep over it. You know, like maybe you go to bed late and get up early. It feels like there's something that's maybe confusing. I want to say that it's probably an illusion. Like it's something that you're worried about that I don't think you really need to be worried about. You know, the thing is that the Empress really is somebody who is like an island unto herself. I say her because there's a woman on the card, but please understand it could be feminine or masculine energy because swords are masculine and earth energy is feminine. So masculine or feminine, Libra or Taurus, right? So I feel like you're worrying about something, and I think that it's something that you're feeling overwhelmed by, and it could be emotionally. It could be something you're emotionally overwhelmed by. But I want to say that please don't forget who you are. Don't forget your worth. Don't forget that you are an island unto yourself, and that you have control of whatever is going on in your life. Look, the Empress is the Queen of Pentacles because she knows how to make her own food and make her own money, and she's very planned, and she is somebody who is very abundant and solid and stable. And you know, you're somebody who's also able to stand up for yourself, like the Queen of Swords, and talk things out and be, you know, you're the negotiator, right? And the speaker. I feel like there's something here that you're worrying about that is making you very emotional. I feel like you've got it though. I want to say, Taurus, I feel like you've got it under control. Tell me about this. Tell me more about this, please, for Taurus. We've got the Queen of Wands. Maybe it's something that's going too quickly. Tell me more about the Queen of Wands. I've got the Justice card. Oh, it feels like somebody's about to make a decision about something. You're waiting on a decision is what it is. That's what it feels like here. I feel like you're worried. Maybe about this person here. Let's find out what else is going on. Tell me more about Taurus. Strength card. We've got the Ten of Swords on the bottom of the deck. You're scared you're going to get your heart broken, or you're going to be betrayed, or something is going to happen that's going to end a cycle painfully, is what it feels like here. I want to say that you've been holding yourself back possibly from being very honest or very truthful about the way you feel about somebody. And it feels like you're waiting for someone else to make a decision, and it's making you feel overly emotional, like making you feel sort of overwhelmed. The Justice card tells me that you're waiting for justice. It feels like with this Seven of Cups, it's like it's not anything that's really sure at this moment. It's sort of all up in the air. Like there's a lot of cups, and it feels like it's maybe confusing at this time, that there's really no answer here. Are you worried about a Queen of Wands? Queen of Wands is Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. It feels like somebody here is worried that the Queen of Wands, and I'm sort of feeling this energy of the third party person. And sometimes I do feel that about the Queen of Wands, not always. And I'm not saying that you're the third party person if you're a fire sign, but I feel like, you know, this person is really beautiful, very adorned, very charismatic, very independent. And, you know, it feels like there's a worry about that here. Tell me about this Seven of Cups. Let's get some more explanation here. Tell me about the Seven of Cups here for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Taurus. We've got the Eight of Swords. Oh, there's a Tower showing up here. You're waiting for someone to show up with a decision. I feel like you're overthinking something and you feel very overwhelmed about it. But I want to say that it's a place where you've put yourself. Look, you're the Empress. You're in control of your world. You're in control of your life. You're somebody who's worked very hard to become the Empress. And I feel like you're struggling for balance right now, Taurus, is what it feels like. You're really struggling to keep balance. You're struggling to hold yourself back. It does feel like there is something that's very confusing or very overly emotional. And I feel like you're waiting for somebody to like come charging in, make a decision, tell you about which cup they're going to pick. Like it feels like that with the Knight of Wands energy. Something here is a little bit uncertain is what it feels like. And it's like everything is falling down around you. You have no control over it, right? Because you don't have any control over the Tower. So you don't have control over it. It feels like you're waiting like in some sort of uncertainty because the Knight of Wands isn't really a sure thing, doesn't give much stability. And so it feels like it's like something is uncertain and you're overthinking it and it feels very emotional. Tell me about the Empress here. Tell me about the Empress. The Empress, we have the Hermit. So maybe there's someone here that you're not speaking with right now, or maybe you've just been keeping to yourself to try and make some sort of decision or to maybe slow things down that have been too quick. The King of Wands. I think you're waiting for the King of Wands to make some type of decision. Why is the Queen of Wands here then? Hang on a second here. Tell me about the Queen of Wands. I think there's someone here that you're not speaking with. It's like you're waiting for a ruling. You're waiting for the king to make a ruling of something. And I mean, I'm being a little bit dramatic, but it's fire. It's supposed to be dramatic, right? You know what I mean? You're waiting for the king to make a ruling. So you're waiting for the king to come up with a decision in the 3D. And I feel like right now you're quiet with that person. So it's like you're giving them their time or their space to think about something. Why is this Queen of Wands here? Who's this? Why are you worried about this Queen of Wands? We've got the Six of Swords, the King of Swords, and the World card. Are you waiting for this person to move on from the Queen of Swords? This is what it feels like to me. We've got the Nine of Swords, and there's a little bit of worry that maybe this person isn't going to move on from this other person. We're talking about the Six of Swords, right? Moving on. It feels like this King of Swords, somebody who's like, is maybe stuck in their head, maybe is a very, very intellectual. They're trying to make a decision. It feels like they're trying to make a decision to close the door with a Queen of Wands. And I feel like there's like somebody that you're very passionately connected to. And it feels like you're very attracted to them. They're very attracted to you. But this person could already be dating someone. It doesn't have to be marriage, right? It could be that they're already dating someone that they maybe feel could be a soulmate. I feel like the reason that you're worried is because you don't think that this king is going to move away or move forward from this Queen of Wands here. There might be a very sexual connection here. It might be, yeah, it feels like it could be something like that. The World card is here with the King of Swords, though. So I think somebody's sort of up in their head, and maybe they're very silent with the Hermit energy because they're up in their head trying to make a decision about what they're going to do. Are they going to end this chapter with the Queen of Wands and move forward? Or what are they going to do? That's what it feels like here. Tell me more about this. It feels like we could be talking about someone who is Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, or Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. We've got Leo here. We've got Libra, Taurus, Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo. Where are we going first here? I think we'll go to this King of Swords here. Somebody's making a head over heart decision to close a chapter and move forward because I think everything is changing here. It feels like it's the relationship with the Queen of Wands feels like one where the king feels like he's overgiving. So we could be talking about the King of Swords, King of Wands. That could be the same person, understand? Because, you know, all four kings is the emperor. So someone who's halfway to being the emperor possibly. But the Six of Pentacles is showing up here. And, you know, like there's not a whole lot of reciprocal energy going on here. We've got somebody who's like, giving to everybody. It's like somebody is giving and giving and they're getting tired of it. It's getting exhausting. They're the ones that keeps giving and something's got to change. So I think that it's like you're worried, Taurus. Somebody's making a decision about someone that possibly I don't know if it's you thinks it, but maybe they're thinking about letting go of the Queen of Wands, moving on from this, and you're worried, like, what if it doesn't happen? What if they don't do that? And why would you be worried about it, though? Let's find out why you'd be worried about it. Oops. Fell right on the floor. Give me a second here. Oh. Ten of Swords is what it was. Let's find out why the Ten of Swords is here. Got the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. We got the King of Pentacles. Now we got the third king. So the only king that we don't have out here is the King of Cups. So somebody is making a decision in love. So I think this is what's going on here, Taurus. It feels like you're the Empress. It feels like you've been not in no communication with an Emperor, possibly. We still haven't seen the King of Cups. So somebody who's you've been silent with this person, but I think it's by design. It's because you're giving them space and time to make a decision. It feels like this Emperor, I'm counting 3 kings so far, this Emperor, who I think is almost an Emperor, this person is looking at closing a chapter with the Queen of Wands. And I feel like you're waiting for that to happen, but you're unsure of whether it will happen or not. With the Ten of Swords, it's like you're worrying that maybe this person is going to close the door on you and say, no, I don't want this. I don't want this abundance. I don't want this long-term relationship or this stability or abundance, whatever it is. King of Pentacles is here. I feel like you really trust this person, though. So I want to say that it looks like there probably is an Emperor here. We'll probably see the King of Cups at some point. And that this person, yeah, I feel like you're waiting for them to close the door, drop their burdens, because I feel like they were in this relationship with the Queen of Wands here. And I feel like the Queen of Wands is someone that has them giving to the relationship, and the Queen of Wands really isn't giving much back, is what it feels like. And something here is about to change. It feels like it's destined to change, though. It's not just that this person is making a decision. I feel like the universe is pushing this Emperor to make this decision, because the Emperor's match is not the Queen of Wands. The Emperor's match is the Empress. All right. Let's find out what else is going on here. Tell me about justice. So you're waiting on justice is what you're doing here. You're waiting on justice and you're holding back. You're not talking to this person, because I think it's a respectful thing, though. I don't think it's because there's any heat or you're worried or mad or anything dramatic like that. I feel like it's just that you're giving them space is what it feels like. We've got justice, though. Tell me about justice. Got the Four of Swords. There's the King of Cups. Okay, so we are talking about the Emperor. We got all 4 kings out now. And we've got the Ten of Cups in the reverse. So I think that you're worried about the decision that they're going to make. And really understand, I don't think you're worried. But I think that it's playing on your mind, keeping you up at night. Like, are they really going to let go of the Queen of Wands or not? It feels like this person, you know what it is it feels like their last lesson for the Emperor, whether they're feminine or masculine, the Emperor's last lesson here is emotional intelligence. And when you have emotional intelligence, you're making decisions romantically that have depth to them, that are soulmate connections. You recognize somebody when they're psychically connected to you or energetically connected to you. I feel like this Emperor, their last lesson is the King of Cups, that they are healing at this time. I feel like the King of Cups with the Ten of Cups in the reverse tells me that it feels like this person has never found love. And I think it's because they weren't the King of Cups, understand? I feel like we were talking to somebody who was like a pre-emperor who was running around here without the King of Cups knowledge. And I feel like the King of Cups has never been able to find the Ten of Cups in the upright, always finding them in the reverse, never finding them in the upright, because they didn't have the lessons of the King of Cups. So I feel like there is somebody here who now has the lessons of the King of Cups. And I feel like they are about to let go of or reject the Queen of Wands and move forward, make change. And I think you're waiting because I feel like this is your person. I feel like you think that this is your person, Taurus. Tell me about this person. Devil, got the Knight of Pentacles, and the Seven of Pentacles. So I feel like you feel some sort of an attachment to this person, and it feels as though this whole thing is going very, very slow. You know what? It could be that this Queen of Wands could be quite toxic as well, because the Devil has come up over the Queen of Wands, and I put the cards down the same time. I always like it the same way, right? I put the 3 and then the 2 and then the 1, and then I usually clarify, right? And so it's kind of not coincidence that it's shown up on the Queen of Wands. It feels like this person could be someone who's quite toxic. Now, normally I don't see that with the Queen of Wands in the upright, but it does feel like either this person is maybe they're an Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo. Maybe they're very codependent on the Emperor. Maybe they're very attached to them. Maybe the Emperor can't get 5 minutes alone because they're always in their back pocket. Like, the Queen of Wands is the Queen of Wands. She is independent, but it doesn't mean that she doesn't have codependency issues, right? So we have the Knight of Pentacles here, and it feels like that this decision is taking a really long time, and I think that's why the Nine of Swords is here. The Seven of Pentacles is here. It's making you wait and wait and wait, because the Knight of Pentacles is not concerned about how quickly they get to the result. They're concerned about doing it correctly the first time. So I feel like you've got an Emperor here who has got a decision between two people, between you and a Queen. I feel like it's the Queen that this person is over. I think the Emperor has decided that the Queen of Wands is not their person, because Queens and Emperors just aren't on the same vibration. Now, the thing is this, is sometimes somebody who's an Emperor or an Empress may reach down, like in their vibration, to be with somebody they feel they can control, somebody who they feel they call all the shots with. Do you know what I mean? And so the plight of the Emperor, as I tell you before, or I've told you before, is that they want an Empress. The Emperor wants somebody who's on their vibration like you, but also if that person is as strong, as fast, as smart, has their own kingdom, you know what I mean? That they are at risk of having their empire overthrown by someone who is just as smart, fast, strong as they are. So sometimes what will happen is maybe they'll reach to a different vibration to date somebody who is out of their vibration so they can have control over the relationship. And so it feels like somebody here used to be 3 kings, and now they're the 4th king with the King of Cups. Now they're emotionally intelligent, and they realize the Empress is my person. Now they've got to let go of the Queen of Wands. That's what it feels like here. One more card here for Taurus. We've got the Two of Wands. So there's a decision between two. Yeah, that's what's going on here. So I feel like there's an Emperor who has to make a decision between two. I feel like it's between you and a Queen. I really do feel like the decision is already made. I want to say that I feel like with the Six of Swords up against this Queen of Wands, that the Emperor is ready to let this person go. It's just they haven't really digested it yet, because the King of Swords is here, and the King of Swords is very particular and very careful, and somebody who's going to get stuck in their head. I think according to this person, it's already over. They see the writing on the wall. It's already over. The Wheel of Fortune is here. Things are changing. They've realized that the Queen that they were with is the person who they were giving to that wasn't really giving back, and I think that they're ready to get rid of that energy. They're ready to drop that energy, but I think that it leaves you waiting in the quiet, right? It leaves you waiting in the quiet here. Tell me about this Hermit energy. Yeah, you're waiting for a new beginning here, and you're sort of on the edge of, is this person going to break my heart? I don't think they are, because the Ace of Wands is here. With the 2 wands, I think the decision has already been made. We've got 4 wands here, and so that tells me there's stability here. I feel like that the Emperor is going to choose you, but I feel like it's going to take some time. I feel like right now there's silence, and you're giving this person time to make their decision. But look, the King of Swords is here. It could take forever. The King of Swords has a really hard time, because they're like checking through all of the line items. They got a receipt this long, and they're checking through all the line items, right? So I feel like it could take a little bit. So be patient, friend. Hold back, though. Hold your station. You're the Empress. No chasing. If you're the Empress, you will not chase. If you're the Empress, hold your station. You know your worth. You don't need this Emperor, because the Empress can attract any Emperor ever. So I don't care if I'm talking about feminines or masculines. It's up to you. It's your business, not mine. So we have the Star, we have the Three of Pentacles, and we have the Page of Wands. And so it does feel like there is an exciting spark here between you and somebody who you're a friend with, possibly, or maybe a workmate, a partnership of some sort. I think it's you and the Emperor. So it feels like this Three of Pentacles is like, this person might watch you through social media. They might watch you work if you work on social media, or maybe like just maybe your Insta or maybe your Facebook. I don't know. But this person is somebody who I feel that you feel really comfortable around. Like you feel very comfortable around them. You've already built this some sort of foundation with them. It feels like it's a very spiritual, very spiritually charged or connected foundation. But I also feel like the Star offers hope. Hope that the spark that has been created with this person that you've built a foundation with will heal itself. Like it feels like there's hope that we're going to get wish fulfillment out of this. I feel like you're going to hear from this Emperor, and this person knows what you've got. Look, they see your confidence, they see your beauty, they see that you've built your own life, and I feel like you're going to get communication from this person, but it feels like it's going to take time. We got to wait for the Six of Swords to happen, for this person to tell the other person, look, I found an Empress. Like it feels like that. I don't think this is a marriage, to be honest. I think that this is a dating situation, and now that they've become the King of Cups, they understand the vibrational thing. They understand that now that they're the Emperor, that they should be dating at their vibrational center. Okay, I'll leave that right there. Thanks so much, Taurus, for watching. I do appreciate you. I'm going to go for now, and you know I'm always back. And if you will be back, I will be too. Love you guys. Bye.